What is up, YouTube? This is my 2-week update of my GT500. So I've had it for 2 weeks. I've put, I think, about 500 miles on it, and I'm loving every minute of it. Everything's good. I've been daily driving it. I've got to sell my Harley. I'm going to use the cash I get from that to buy a daily driver pickup, and then this one's gonna be a pretty weather car only. So I'm really looking forward to that, and because I really want to get this thing really cleaned up and keep it in the garage, you know, just drive it on pretty days, and every time I get in it, it's clean and ready to go. Right now it's pretty dirty. I took it by the car wash earlier and I washed it, but you know, all I did is spray some soap on it and then rinse it back off, and that helped a lot. And then I brought my wheel brushes to clean my wheels, because I tell you, these 6-piston Brembos on here, I mean, they kick off some brake dust. And I mean, within 100 miles, you know, the front wheels are just filthy. So there's that. I'll probably end up getting some ceramic brake pads at some point. I got to do some research in that. I mean, like I say, I'm really tired of the brake dust. I really don't like it. A car like this, to me, needs to be clean, you know, and if you can only drive it 100 miles and the front wheels are just filthy, then you know, that I would rather, I guess I would sacrifice a little bit of stopping power for that. So anyways, so it's been raining, so the car's kind of dirty. I've been taking people for rides. I haven't got any footage of that. I probably should. Maybe next week's video will have some of that. Let's see here. Some of the things that I really don't like about the car. So for one thing is the cup holders. So where they're located, right behind the shifter here, this front one, I mean, if you had like a really short bottle, I'm sure it would be fine, but if it's you know, your normal 16.5 or 20 ounce bottle, it's just too tall. It's in the way of shifting. Even in the back cup holder, it's not as bad. So anyways, if you know, it's a Shelby, you know what I mean. It's not meant to be luxury, and I know that, so that's cool with me. But just for your information, you know, if you're thinking about buying one of these, that's one of the things that's a little bit aggravating. That, and I mean, there's not any storage in here really. I want to get some kind of a nice vent clip or something for my cell phone, even though I really don't need it, because I mean, it's got Bluetooth, and so if I get a text, it comes through, or if I get a phone call, you know, it just comes through the car. So that's really not a big deal. But you know, there's the thing of where to put my cell phone, so it usually goes in the cup holder, and so there's that. You know, just general lack of storage. I mean, you have these little map pockets here on the side, but I haven't used them for anything so far. There's plenty of space in the trunk. I mean, that's where you know, when I'm going to do some filming or whatever, I throw my tripod back there, and it's fine. Driving this back and forth to work, I'll wear my tennis shoes driving to work and back home, and I keep my work boots in the trunk, wrapped up in a trash bag, so that I don't get dirt and such in the car. Alright, so modifications. What I want to, things I want to do to the car. It's not going to be a really fast process. I mean, for one thing, one of the first things would be drag radials, because I want to be able to get the power I have to the ground, which, I mean, it's not been a problem because of traction control, but I would rather get the power to the ground without the traction control. And so some street radials are going to come at some point. And let's see, what else? Well, the first thing I'm going to do is a radar laser detector / jammer. I'm doing some research on that currently, trying to find a really good one that, you know, the best one for the money. You know what I'm saying? I really don't want to spend more than like $600, but at the same time, I want to get one that's going to work. It's got to jam the laser, and it's got to be updatable. So we've got some more research to do on that, and that'll be the first thing I get. After that, probably an oil catch can. You know, why not? They're not that expensive, really easy to install, so why not? So that'd be the second thing. After that, really, we've got to move. For one thing, I need a house with a garage. Where we currently live, we don't have a garage, and we really just we need a bigger house anyway with more closet space. We've lived in the same house for going on 12 years now. So the wife and I and 2 little girls, and we've just totally outgrown it. Plus, like I say, the garage is the huge thing for me. I want a nice, large 2-car, if not 3-car garage. And that way this baby can sit in the garage until it's pretty weather. And let's see here, what else? As far as modifications, okay, so after a house, well, even before a house, another thing I might do is stone guards for the front. It has them on the back. I'm assuming they came from the factory, but I want stone guards for the front. I know they look a little grand polish, but these tires, Michelin Pilot Super Sports, and I've heard the original tires that come on these cars, the Goodyear Eagle F1 supercar tires, are the same. They're just really sticky, and they pick up every little stone on the ground, and I just hear them flying up and hitting the car, and you know, it just kind of bothers me because I really want to keep this car. I'll probably keep it for a long time, and I just want it in good, you know, original shape. Any modifications I do to the car is going to be stuff that's reversible. You know, who knows, these cars may be worth a lot one day, they may not at all, but still, it's something I'm going to do. I mean, it's the only way to do it, in my opinion anyway. You know, I can't stand a dirty Mustang. Next, well, exhaust at some point, probably. I'm really loving the sound of the exhaust currently. You know, the stock exhaust, it sounds great. Ford did an awesome job, or SVT did an awesome job, but I do want to upgrade that at some point, if for no other reason, because I want the nicer tips, like you get on most of the aftermarket axleback systems. So that would be something in the future. And then I really would like to have the JLT cold air intake. That way I'll get, I suppose, a little more power, but the main reason is because I want to hear that supercharger. You can hear it a little bit in the car, but I mean, you're way up in the revs before you even start to hear it. At the end of this video, you'll see some flybys, and you'll be able to hear it. But that's getting on up to, you know, 4,500 RPM or so before you can really start hearing that supercharger. I was really drawn to the Terminator Cobras because of the supercharger whine. I mean, they're just badass, but I mean, the supercharger whine was really what did it for me. So, anyways, there's that. And then while I'm doing that, I'll probably just get the whole kit where from JLT that comes with the cold air intake, the supercharger pulley, and the tuner. When you first start the car, it shows a red line of 6,250 RPM. Once it warms up to normal operating temperature, that goes all the way up to 7,000 RPM. I think that's a pretty neat little feature there, because the light just disappears. Your red line gets, there it went. Alright y'all, thanks for watching. I'm going to try to upload at least 2 videos per month, so please smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, and comment below. Thanks for sticking around to the end. Here's some flybys for you.